Every month, I make thousands and thousands of dollars sticking to a consistent game plan. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaiah, and in this video, we're going to talk about our plans for the upcoming week. But if you're new to the channel, this is an income generating account where our goal is to generate consistent income through selling cash secured puts, which means you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price, through selling covered calls, which means you're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price, doing credit spreads, and finally, collecting dividends from some ultra yielders, as well as some more stable monthly payers. So with that being said, let's jump right into our trade history so you can see all the income that's going to hit our account to start the week. First thing we're going to take a look at are dividends. Dividends distributions, they are a cornerstone of every income generating account. It helps you battle against down markets. It helps you maximize cash in up markets. And so I think dividends are pivotal for success, but I don't think they're the most important. I'll talk about what I think the most important is here in a bit. Now, before we get any further, if you're new to the channel, make sure you help me out, subscribe, leave a like, comment, so we can continue to grow. And always remember, guys, my trades are my opinions. They should never be taken as financial advice. So next week, the end of the month, the start of 2026, we are going to get quite a few dividends paid to us. We have some monthly payers that pay once a month, and then our consistent high-yield weekly payers. So let's take a look here. As you can see, December 30th all the way through January 2nd. We're not going to count in MSTY, YBIT, and Coney because those would have been part of last week's payments just because Christmas pushed them back a week. So we had about $60 that would have went toward last week. We're not counting that toward this week. But let's take a look just at the ones that are going to set to pay from December 30th on. So we have COYY and TSYY. These are our ultra yielders. They pay every single week, and we don't reinvest any of their distributions anymore. We take them and put them into more stable funds like Cornerstone, CLM, CRF, and my favorite, which is PDI. So we're going to get just under $300 there for our ultra yielders, which we will take and probably put into PDI because I'm trying to get to 1,000 shares. I'm getting pretty close. I'm in the 700s. But that 300 plus QYLD and ORC, both monthly pairs. QYLD is a covered call ETF, and ORC is a REIT, real estate. I wanted to get some real estate exposure in this account. And so that's going to start us over 300, let's say 315, plus CLM, 185. That's one of the two cornerstones. That is going to put us to 500. CRF, 177, another cornerstone. That's going to put us at 670. And then PDI, 132, my favorite dividend payer. So that puts us at about $800. That is $800 we're going to collect next week without doing anything. We took income from option selling, invested it into dividend payers. Now those dividend payers are giving us more income, which we will reinvest back into them. So $800 just from those. On top of it, we do have ULTY and these other weekly payers here, CONY, MSTY, and YBIT. That'll probably add another $80 between the four of them for the end of the week. So in dividends alone, we're looking at $880 this next week. Now, that is an anomaly because our monthly payers, again, they only pay once a month, but the goal is to get it to where the monthly payers cover all of our debts. I want the monthly payers to be able to cover mortgage, student loans, anything like that. And as long as they can cover that, everything else we generate becomes extra income to allow us to catapult toward growth. So now let's talk about options, where we get most of our income from. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the Premium Generals. It's a wonderful group of people, and in this group, it's an exclusive group. I post content such as educational videos on how to sell cash secured puts, how to sell covered calls, how to do credit spreads, debit spreads. I did a video today on how I identify my next plays, things like that, and I post in here between 4 and 6 times every single week. It's $10 to join, and I got 90 videos in there by now, so tons of stuff, some education videos, private portfolio updates, every trade I make when I make it, as well as the best part, you get to be featured in every single video. So if you want to see your face, your name, go ahead and join us. It's 10 bucks. We'd love to have you. And with that being said, let's get back into that video. Okay, we're back here in the account. Make sure you join the Premium Generals, guys. We'd love to have you. So, options. When you sell a cash secured put, you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price. So I have 2, 3, 5 total contracts set to expire January 2nd, which is this coming Friday. Rather than let them expire or get called away or get assigned, I am going to roll them out. So what does that look like? When you sell a put, like I said, you're agreeing to buy a stock for a predetermined price, and you select an expiration date when you do so. So for example, let's look at SERV, S-E-R-V Robotics, $8 put. We agreed to buy this stock for $8 a share. Every option contract is 100 shares. So that means we have to put out $800 of collateral because the market needs to know you're good for it. They need to know that you can afford to buy 100 shares of this stock for $8. Well, as you can see, the stock's currently trading for $10. So on Friday, what would happen is this contract would expire worthless. I would get the collateral back, but on top of that, I got paid a credit. So for this one, I got paid $55 just to agree to buy it. I haven't actually bought it, and I probably end up won't buying it, but I got paid $55 just to agree to buy it. And you can roll positions and add more income to it. So I want to take a look at SERV here. SERV has been one of the cash cows for me this year. Take a look at this rolling positions. You see how where it says roll? Anytime you see a roll, that means I'm just adding more time to the contract. I'm not changing my expiration. I am changing my expiration. I'm not adding any more collateral. I'm not changing the price I'm purchasing at. All I'm doing is changing the expiration date. So look at these 3 straight rolls in a row, 94, 84, 34. All I did was add more time to the contract. I'm still agreeing to buy the stock. I'm not adding any more collateral. I'm just getting paid a consistent credit, and it outpaces, again, my opinion, option selling outpaces even the highest of yielding dividend funds, and I don't really worry about NAV erosion because I'm just agreeing to buy a stock for cheaper than it's currently selling for. So I love it for that reason. So I'm going to roll those positions on Monday out anywhere from 30 to 90 days, and it would look just like that. So if we go to Snapchat, we'll trade, roll option, select a new position, and let's go to February 20th. Let's go to February 6th, 750. And as you can see here, the last fill, the bid is 41, the ask is 54. The bid is what you would get filled at. The ask is the most you could hope to get filled at. I never get filled anywhere near the ask. So let's just go closer to the bid, $45. So I would get paid $45 per contract. And I have 2 contracts. That means I would make $90. Another $90. All I'm doing is I'm still agreeing to buy this stock for the predetermined price. And when I get that $90, I'm then going to put it into one of these stable monthly paying funds like QILD. I'm up to 83 shares. I want to get that to 100 shares. And T-SPY, this is new to the portfolio. Premium Generals turned me on to it. I've not owned it long enough to make a decision if I like it or not yet, but it's a monthly payer as well. So we want to get 100 shares of that. I'm up to 53 shares. I must have just missed XDiv because I didn't get any distributions for them yet. So nonetheless, I want to get that up to 100 shares. And then MSTU, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sell a covered call. Again, when you sell that covered call, you're agreeing to sell a stock for a predetermined price. So I'm going to sell it for, let's say, it's currently trading at 9. If I go to the 23rd, oh yeah, I mean, look at that. Agree to sell it for $9.50. I get paid $30. That's pretty good money right there. I'll take that. And that's, I have 1 contract. Every contract's 100 shares. So yeah, I'd make another $30 just to agree to sell a stock that I currently own. Can't beat it. I'll definitely do that. So a lot of opportunity this week. We're definitely going to buy more PDI. We're going to buy more Cornerstone, CLM, CRF. PDI is kind of the focus right now. We're trying to get this to 1,000 shares. We're at 735. Once we get to 1,000, then we'll start adding more monthly dividend payers. Just want to meet my goals and then move to the next one. So that's the plan for the upcoming week. Our plan stays consistent. The account's at 75,114. I always call out all these videos. I've grown it from $45,000 last year at this time to 75 at this time. For this year and next year, we're going to be at 100,000, no doubt in my mind. So we'll continue to grow. We'll continue to generate assets, and we will succeed regardless of the way the market moves. And with that being said, guys, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And if you get a chance, turn on the Cleveland Browns game today, and let's see if Myles Garrett can get this sack record. So with that said, I'll see you in the next one.